I will tell you what a hypothetical hero you would be in the Ukraine.
Here's the thing. I'm thinking about when it's over, if it ever is over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this seems like it's a long haul. But when it's over, man, you know what really in the last 2 years, I've really found this is a crazy way to start the podcast. But I've really found what makes me happy is being of service to people. That's like it's something that I really found over the 2 years outside of dick pills that I really was like, I like being of service to people.
Yeah.
And what a great fucking story to go to, what great stories and great, Kyle, I see you shaking your head.
What do you
already.
want? Because you're dancing around this, and I want nitty gritty deep. You're like,
I want to go. I want to go.
When the Russians are singing "Kumbaya" with you.
No, I don't think there's gonna be any kumbaya. But I would love to go help rebuild. I would love to go help people who have.
Are you a contractor? Or
I would love to go help people who have lost everything. Try to get their lives back.
I think they could benefit from a comedy show. Like go over there and entertain the troops. That's where you could be of service.
Josh, much like you,
I'm on board for that, Kyle.
Hero as well. You know, I think I might go rebuild the Senegal, maybe as soon as it's nice there, right?
Yeah.
Afghanistan. Once I feel like it's safe enough, I'm going to go rebuild
Honolulu
them
got
as well.
hit hard last year.
There are all kinds of places that I'll hypothetically go to and help out once they're okay and safe.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you, Woody. I'm 100% with you. Look, I'm not gonna be up here and be like the typical dude. Like I could go over there and kill 40 Russians in a day. Like there's, I would probably shoot myself somehow.
You'd be
carrying. I would trip. I would be trying to do like a gag with the gun. You know what I mean? Like a joke.
I don't think you would. You're going to be doing gags.
I think I can handle a firearm well enough, but I don't know that I can carry it well enough. They'd be like, Woody, have you been doing no cardio all summer long?
No.
I'd be like,
mostly lifting and dieting.
Oh, do you remember when the
broken leg all summer?
Do you remember when the Ukraine thing was kicking off? There was like this huge Reddit forum of like volunteers to go fight. And like you'd see some pictures of these people like afterward. And it's like, dude, like cardio is not a meme in warfare. Like you need to be able to move quickly. And you see somebody show up and it's like, dude, you're here to fight the Russians and you weigh 150 pounds, like more than you should.
Yeah, I'd be like, comrade, can you carry my backpack?
Yeah, but Woody, here's the deal. Okay. So I personally, I don't think that I would, I'm an okay shot when I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I know you think, you know what I mean? It's like I can hit 10 3-pointers in a row, but not with somebody guarding me.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I am an okay shot. But not when someone's shooting back at me.
Do
you know
ever
what I mean?
Competed
They're not gonna let y'all shoot anything.
No, dude.
Yeah. I haven't really either, but I have shot like with a clock on me or like against moving things or other people and against other people, like 1v1. And I'm
talking about game of like on video games.
No. I'm talking about like in real life, like against metal plates and stuff. And I am half the shot under that kind of pressure than I am when I'm shooting paper targets at my own pace.
Right.
If someone shoots back, I have to assume I'm 1/10 the shot I am against paper targets.
Dude, if someone shoots back,
cardio matters. I don't think cardio is gonna matter because really? I don't think these guys are ever moving past like a trot. Like if you're running, it's because things have gone terribly wrong, right? The Army doesn't run anywhere. We walk and march, but mostly we ride, especially over there. It's all armored divisions. It's all motorized. They're riding everywhere. But right now, if for some god awful reason they sent your American ass to the front is like World War I right now. It's trenches and artillery. But there are points where you're 300 meters from the Russians, they say, and small arms fire is actually effective. But forget about being a good shot. If the 4 of us went over there, none of us are getting to shoot at anybody. We're getting shovels, I bet. We're getting shovels or, hey, how good of a truck driver are you, sir? Yeah. Oh, I'm such a good truck driver. Great. Hop in here. But you don't understand, on YouTube, like 6 million subscribers, I can really drive away, Kyle. Drive away.
I can kind of do a Trump voice.
Yeah.
Sometimes
your motorcycle license would be the coolest thing about you when you're over there. Oh, really? You could be a recon guy.
Kyle, are you saying that you would not go over there to help? Not something you're interested in, or not in that capacity?
So going over there to fight right now isn't the sort of like war that we saw in the movies growing up, where like we're gonna go up there and go get them. Like you'll die and you won't even know how. Something from the sky will come get you. It might as well be science fiction or magic that they're killing each other with, because you're asleep and a little thermally guided, a guy with a thermal sight, he can see your body heat like the goddamn Predator, is up in the air a few hundred meters, dropping a VOG grenade on you from the 80s or 70s.
It's fucked up, dude.
What are you gonna fight with that? There's no fighting.
There's no way to win.
And you could be fucking Bruce, Muhammad Ali, fucking
Bruce Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
all
of them
this
melded
character.
together.
Bruce Muhammad Ali is the baddest motherfucker I know.
Chuck
like
Bruce
Goro.
Muhammad Ali Lee Norris.
But you have the body of Goro, the body of Goro from Mortal Kombat. So forearms, it won't fucking matter. Like you go over there, you're gonna drive a truck. I did see this though. There were a couple Americans that got captured by the Russians. And they interviewed him, and white guy and an Asian guy. Asian guy throughout the whole thing, he's got those dead eyes. Even in the interview, he had a hard time. The white guy's telling the story mostly. He's the one who can talk still, I suppose, or at least, he's like, well, on the first day, they tortured us, and that was hard. And it was harder than that hole we'd been living in. And then on the second day, they took us behind enemy lines and to this facility where then they tortured us some more. And then on the fourth, fifth, and I suppose every day it was just torture.
But they kept moving them. It was like a scenic torture tour.
They're moving them back to like better torture.
Look at that! You see inside the Polish.
It was a gauntlet of torturers.
While you hit me, can I have a
over on the left? This used to be a bakery, but today it's where you're getting tortured. Like, what kind of?
Yeah.
I am not leaving Bulgaria a good Yelp review after this.
If you are the kind of person who wants to go over there and help, and by help I mean fight, like cleaning up in the aftermath, your best bet, send some money, because going over there, like unless you're a contractor who like specialized in cleanup here, like, oh yeah, I worked on this disaster and that disaster, they don't want you in the cleanup, they want your money. But we've got a patron who was telling me earlier that he just got back from the Ukraine. I guess he does drone work here in a couple of professional capacities, and he's been going over there and training drone operators to kill Russians. So that's awesome.
I wonder.
So he's told me that he will tag a Russian tank with RSK and take a picture for me.
That's so sick.
I really want that,
bro. I want that.
Hashtag RSK. I want
Don't
that.
you miss and make us look foolish.
Bonus points if you put like fuck Kyle on the side too.
Can you add a sound effect in the clip? Like,
kind of cool. Tag a Russian tank. And I don't mean tagging some fucking Jeep you found burnt out in an alley. Go find me like like one of those big tanks, not even one of those amphibious vehicles or troop carrying things.
There's got to be a good one.
I'm gonna be honest. If there was a dead Russian in the photo, that'd be 4 stars.
Are you telling me that if he tags an actual Russian tank, that's not 4 stars?
If you tag an actual Russian, that's 4 stars.
I mean, dude, you are a tough grader. You're a tough grader, dude. I mean,
I think he's honestly being a little lenient. It has to be a tank. I'm not accepting anything other than a tank.
Yeah, don't you come back to me with some PMP.
It can't be an armored personnel. It's got to be a tank.
You're talking awfully tough from in front of your Tim Burton.
Oh, and I'll keep doing it. I'm tough as shit in the middle of Missouri talking about war that doesn't impact me at all. Because this is a war that I can be like, damn, that's hardcore. Oh, Blues game tonight. Like, it's not as close to me. We can talk about this, and I can be like, oh, Kyle, thanks for sending me LA Confidential. Can't wait to watch that later tomorrow night. But yeah, that's crazy. So the guy is teaching people how to use the drones. I would have thought that thing, he is a drone operator. You probably could have done that on a Zoom call, like he didn't have to go.
I think it's like hands-on, like in a field somewhere. Being.
Oh, did he say the type of controller? That would have been my first question. Is like it's not actually an Xbox controller. Like, it's a
I have no
panel.
idea, but the specific, I don't get too like detailed in what he does, but I think a lot of what he does involves doing big surveys of like land plots and stuff. So it's a multi-$1,000 drone, like a $5,000 to $25,000 drone. I remember him talking about prices one time, and he was like nervous flying those more expensive drones. He talked about that a bit.
I have a friend that does the same job. I showed you a picture. Like, so he flies a drone. It's a quad, right? Much like a consumer drone. And the construction crew power washed "You're gay" on a rock, so that when he took photos of it and everything, that's what it said.
Remember that quad rotor that was in that video I did? Like, I saw them jerry rig up a thing over there in Russia Ukraine the other day with a machine gun on it. They didn't fire it though because it won't work. Like it's totally propaganda because there's no way it works.
Is it because it changes the kick?
You don't know anything about
the recoil. Would have been too much for the drone they had it on. I have seen drones with machine guns on them, and they're not new. It's old technology. I remember.
How big is that drone that has a machine gun on it?
The one that I saw that worked that had machine guns on it was about the size of like my desk here. You can't see my desk, I know. Like 4 feet wide by like 4 feet in every direction.
In a square. I mean?
That's bigger than I would have guessed.
4 foot square. Yeah. And that thing had 2 AR-15 pistols on it. Like, obviously, you don't need a lot of the shit that's on a gun when it's on a robot. So it was just like the nitty gritty essentials. And and he also had them mounted on little remote control cars, not cars, but tanks. And it's the same guy who invented he didn't invent the AA-12, but he bought the rights to it and then he fixed it and made it work. It's the guy who I borrowed the AA-12s from. But he had robots and drones with machine guns on them back then 12 years ago when I was at his house making that video. And he's a private guy at his house. I mean, he's a millionaire who works in weapons and R&D, but still.
Giving FPSRussia those AA-12s turned out to be a wildly good business decision, right?
Oh, that's the drone?
Yeah. That's the drone I did a video with for it was a commercial for Call of Duty.
Why don't they, I would think a drone with a flamethrower would be just about the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That would stoke public interest, and we'd be like, stop sending money into the war machine. And they're like, we're making robots with flamethrower arms, and we're like, all right, a little more.
So they have those. They use them for brush, and like they can send them out and do those little those fires you do on purpose to clear areas. They do that a good bit with drones. Arson, insurance fraud,
Sure,
of course I know.
Yeah, drones are so scary. Like, I was thinking the other day,
Jewish lightning.
Like if I was gonna be some kind of a criminal in the modern world, like in a city, there's so many cameras everywhere. Like I was like, there's no way to steal anything or touch anything anymore without someone seeing you do it. Like you'd have to send a drone in to do your dirty work.
That's the problem with modern. Too many cameras.
You could send a drone in to fuck up the cameras and then go in.
Not in our world. No, so you know how it would work though. Like they would just go to, all right, the camera's broken here, expand out into a bubble of cameras that he didn't destroy, and let's look at every person who walked out. All right, we saw 450 people, and then they start drawing those little bubbles around them until they got 12 white males with hoodies on, and it's game over because only one of you had a criminal record and they're coming to get you. Like they get you now.
What an awfully specific description that was.
It was an inoffensive.
It was an inoffensive description.
Yeah, it was an inoffensive description.